Welcome back, everybody. This is Dr. Dad Gaming, and today we are going to try to continue our winning in Blood Bowl 2 campaign game 5. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans. We find the resurgent Reavers in a blitz of controversy.
It's a mess, Jim. I'm a simple ogre. I like my problems aired on the Blood Bowl field. Violence solves everything. I've got no patience for the cloak and daggery stuff.
Speaking of violence, I got an interesting twerp this morning from the real Mighty Zug. I'll zog and kill anyone who uses my name again.
Sounds like a verified account.
Well, yes, Zug twerps that he hates to see his team under such pressure and says if the coach can prove himself, he'll rejoin the squad. We better see how they do. Good evening from Cabal Vision HD.
And today we're playing the Gissero Paladins.
I love this type of game, Jim. It's such an unequal race.
More humans.
It's gonna be wholesale slaughter.
If we beat them, we will gain a star player. That's essentially what you're playing for in this game. They look like a bunch of noobs, though. In fact, they're all wearing horse stuff. Always do defense first.
The key is the blitzers. They're good fighters and ball carriers. Yeoman can also
I think
knock
the
down
Emperor's shields are probably a little bit better. So we'll go with that.
What does Zug mean by prove, Jim?
It's the Mighty
Find
Zug.
that blue X and kick it
There's only
away.
one way you could prove something to him. By causing as many casualties as possible.
Let's see. Okay, armor value. Okay, so I have to inflict 3 injuries this game to impress Zug.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Injuries being a KO or a death. So that's what we're going to try to do. Should be pretty easy to get 3 injuries, so I wouldn't worry too much about it if you're playing it. And they already had to use one of their rerolls, so that's also good. We bought the Apothecary in between this episode and the last one. So if we do get an injured player, we can have the option to lessen the severity of their injury. So far, so bad. So anybody who also wants to play this game, it's relatively cheap on Steam. It's an older game, and it does have multiplayer. So if you like that type of thing, you can play the multiplayer. For now, let us see what we want to do. Seems like I have pretty open paths down the sideline to at least kind of close them in. Again, you're going to want to do all of the rolls, all the moves that are high probability of success first, and then do some of the more tricky ones. In this case, we're going to try to close them in along the sidelines, and then we will do some of the rolls in the middle. Make sure you don't accidentally get in the habit of double clicking, because that will automate the move. So you want to make sure that you don't do that.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
Always travel in pairs. That'll give you a little bit of advantage. The buddy system works. It works in the Navy SEALs and it works here.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Yeah, I definitely want to re-roll that one. It's still not good. That'll be a turnover, but I can't really help it, so at least I knock him down. That's going to be fun to clear out. Lots of chances for injuries there. There we go. He's not down. The catchers typically have the dodge skill, so if it's the defense stumbles version, it won't actually hit you. It's similar to the block for the blitzer. So just keep an eye out for those skills. They'll get a little bit more complicated as we go through the rest of this campaign. Alright, back to me. Obviously you want to stand up. You can make the decision whether to blitz them or not, but most of the time it's not really to your advantage. So stand them up, play some sort of defense, and then we'll see what we can do.
Haha, here's some friends.
I don't know about you, but I have been injured in front of a stands filled with people in high school. I got blocked down from a receiver in my outside linebacker spot, and I absolutely got destroyed on a blindside block. So I understand what it feels like to get hit really, really hard. So I guess we're going to try to do that to everybody on their team today.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
They're totally boxed in now. They really can't get out, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
Let's see. There we go. That's a twoer.
Unity is strength.
That works. One tip I will tell you today, it's kind of not really a parenting tip, but it's about how to, make nice and work well with your spouse, is if you want to play video games like me, or, make YouTube videos in this case, make sure to just communicate very clearly with them. In most cases, my wife is very nice about letting me, play video games and get the relaxation time that I need. And so she understands that's how I unwind. And if you can explain that to your wife, then, or your spouse, and they understand it, you all can come to an agreement on how long and all that type of stuff. And fortunately for me in this case, I injured him even though I turned the ball over, so I only have 2 injuries to go to meet that obligatory objective from Mighty Zug. I also want to give everybody some motivation, because I have lost 15 pounds in the last couple of months. I know it's hard to keep off, but I am on the route to health. Not that I'm exceptionally heavy, but my goal weight's about 180 and I'm down to 200 pounds now. So if you're going on a weight loss journey, I really do give you some hope and motivation, and I believe in you and you can do it. Looks like we are going to have to do some chasing in this one. He's got a lead blocker. I have no one on that side of the field. Oh, interesting. So that's an easy way to injure people. You can just foul them. I would not suggest this in real life, but in video games, hey, the world is your oyster. And as one of my old coaches said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If you couldn't tell, yes, I am from the South. I was not born in the South, but I've basically grew up here my entire life. And if I have an accent that's annoying or endearing, I'm sorry, I can't help it either way. Just be thankful I'm not Cajun. Or Creole. Which there is a difference.
Two big goons that
Wow.
get together and fall on you. It can really hurt.
Here we go again. Been unlucky on rolls so far.
Got everything done he wanted to, because it's the other team's go.
A stun does not count as an injury, unfortunately. An injury means they have to leave the field of play.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Thankfully, they just had a bad roll too. So let's see what we can do. See if we can get that ball. Strategy here is just put a couple guys near him and then blitz to try to attack him. Probably want to do the most critical move first in this case, so let's try stacking the deck on this guy. Wow, that guy must be pretty strong, or I'm very weak. Yeah, I do still need to block that sideline regardless of what I do, so we'll have to just see what else we can do here. We're running out of people. Removing that guy would be advantageous. Just go ahead and stand these guys back up. Play some safety, even though it's really on the wrong side of the field. What can you do?
The attacker has an assist.
Perfect. And there's another injury. That's 2 for 3. Those are the effects. I know I kind of skipped over pretty quick, but you can reduce the severity of the injury with your apothecary, but you only have one chance to do it, so you want to choose a player you don't want to lose due to injury. I've got that ball carrier well surrounded, so he shouldn't really be able to escape. I found out recently that the reason in the last episode the elves were dodging everything is because that's just their kind of thing. They have a higher dodge percentage, but they don't have as much, I guess, vitality, if that's what you want to call it. So they get injured more easily, but it's harder to hit them. Humans, I think, have a pretty regular vitality and just a regular amount to dodge. That's a win. That's everybody on my side. Let's see what they're going to do. If anything, I've just kind of delayed them from getting any touchdowns, and then I'll get the ball at halftime.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Speaking of football, my favorite team is the Saints, and unfortunately they suck. And it's been a while since they've been pretty good, so if you're also a fan of a terrible football team, I can feel your pain.
They're attacking the ball.
College football is not even much to worry about because I'm a Mississippi State fan, and they're obviously never, ever going to do anything. And I just killed that guy, so that's nice. See, they just reduced the severity of the injury with the apothecary, and we just got the obligatory objective completed.
Actually rejoin the Reavers now?
Well, a celebrity said something on Twerper, Jim. Must be true.
Now we are ready to go. We got the ball in that scuffle, and we just have to run to a touchdown now. Sometimes the Blood Bowl gods giveth, sometimes they taketh away. But fun fact about Mississippi State. Who was the first team to be #1 in the new playoff era? That would be Mississippi State. Who was #2? That would be Ole Miss. So, 2 Mississippi teams were #1 and 2 in the first playoff for college football, which is a wild stat. I do feel for the Ole Miss fans. They just lost their coach, so life is life, though.
This way, the attacker smells weakness.
I'll stop the sports talk for now, because I'm sure that not everybody cares about sports, and real sports at least. Let's just go, I guess, score this touchdown and see if there's any good moves we can do prior to scoring. In the multiplayer version of this game, you can play any of the factions. You've got the Skaven, who are like these big rats. You've got the orcs, the humans, the elves. I think there's 2 elves types, the vampires. Not sure I missed it, but basically you can do a lot of different teams, and they play differently. They have different little skills. And obviously that was an easy touchdown, and I apologize for not changing the cheerleaders back yet. Dead and injured.
I imagine that in their dreams, at least, they're winning this match. A shortage of 2 players is not insurmountable, but it's not easy to overcome.
One of the things in Blood Bowl that you want to watch out for is the more that you injure them, the higher advantage you get in just total number of players, and so it becomes extremely easy to overwhelm them quickly. And in this case, this is why I'm going to go to the center, because they're really, I've outnumbered them so much that they can't really cover my wings and their center at the same time.
Yes, they've picked up the ball. Whoopee-dee-doo.
Whoopity-doo indeed.
These Bretonians are just
I can run completely around this guy.
They're different from other human teams like
Ineffectual
North or the
movement by that
They
guy.
hail from another nation, across the green hunting. They have
Same thing on this side.
for riding around on horses, saving them, slaying dragons, and kicking peasants in the face.
Kicking peasants in the face?
Got 2 runners, so at this point you probably just want to make the last little bit of movement and then start stacking the odds in your favor and start crushing some people.
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one. Fair fights can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
Absolutely wrecked. Now this odds are going to be really good. Just keep winning. Freed that guy up, so now I kind of have a 3-pronged attack on the ball carrier, and I'm still sitting here ready to destroy their interior linemen.
You'll get an assist now. Wuss. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round
Not a big deal,
with fists flailing.
because now I'll still get this. Oh, well, maybe not. Just kind of plug that hole. Don't want him to kind of sneak by me somehow. Let's try it. And there you go. Kind of box these guys in all on the ground in front of me in the center, so they're going to be ineffectual. They're not going to be able to really support their guy in the back there. But other than that, we're done with this one. This is the last turn before the half. We're obviously not going to be able to score anymore. They're not going to be able to score either. So this is just more of a formality. I think one thing I dislike about this game is how the turn system kind of works is if you get the ball and you only have a turn or two left, that you can use to try to score, it's almost impossible to score. So it's almost like a time limit, which, I mean, I guess that's realistic, but if you have the ball and you are trying to score, it just kind of sucks. And it makes it pointless to play sometimes for me, because I know that, hey, they're just wasting my time. And you know how I feel about wasting time. I just hope that I can be entertaining enough for you to want to come back and watch some more.
They'll need to get rid of the ball now there's pressure on them.
That'll be fun.
Smack!
And he's injured too. Great. One less person on the field.
They're going to be carrying that scar around for the rest of their short life.
No more blitzes. Oh, no, I do have a blitz. See if we can get the ball carrier.
Take down.
Got him. See where this ball goes. 0 for 2. And the third guy gets it. If I can knock this guy out, then I can be free. And I might actually be able to score next turn. Oh, wait. I don't think I have another turn. Yeah, so kind of pointless, but hey. Punching guys and trying to hurt them more is always good for your strategy in Blood Bowl. Just go through the motions here and pretend that I'm going to get another turn, just so if I'm not watching the turn counter as closely next time, I can kind of just know inherently what my next move typically is going to be.
Come on, guys. Together.
And there you go. There's a turnover. And halftime. 1-0 halftime, and I get the ball after halftime. That's a wonderful place to be. You can kind of play keep away if you want, or obviously go for the touchdown if it opens up. So far, I've done really well. 3 dead and injured, and they cannot come back on the field. So I'm going to have overwhelming numbers for now.
We're about to start.
And this is the star player I was talking about. Looks like he's going to join the team mid-game. So now I have a star. Oh, he's not on the field, so I guess I'll play him next game. But that's great. You can see on the sideline he kind of has a star, and so that means he just has a lot of skills.
Maybe this coach knows what he's doing after all.
Just looking, I was wondering if you could sub or something like that in this game, but it doesn't look like it can, so I guess I'll just make sure he's playing the next game. I think you can kind of order your roster in the way you want them to be starters. There's still a little bit of tutorialness to the current game because we haven't unlocked any skill points for doing things during the game, because you get skill points when you injure them, you get skill points when you score touchdowns. So we're still a little bit in the tutorial. We don't have all the skills that can use available yet. I believe also eventually your turns are timed. So we're still in the learning phase, in quotes, but it's actually a great way to introduce you to kind of a couple different new things every game.
Grab the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental.
And as far as I know, this game has a great support, like the official guide and wiki and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a real board game, so the rules can be complicated. And if you want to see kind of what's under the hood, you can always look that up. Only got one guy left, and it's a twofer. There we go. Don't want to knock down, really.
That player is looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
See what they try to do, because they are missing a lot of people. They don't have another blitz, so that's not the worst move. Anybody else on my team is safe that isn't adjacent to somebody right now. There we go. Let's see if I can get another pass off. I love passing in this game. It gives me an immense joy. Last episode, you know, I tried to channel my inner Tom Brady, and this would be about the same. So let's see what we can do. I don't really like 33% chance, so let's see if I can get a little closer without necessarily going for it, because that might... oh, look. I did it. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. There you go. Tom Brady engaged. Proceed to carnage, and then we'll score the next turn. Another injury.
That looks painful.
And he's gonna miss the next game. So these poor humans, or this, I guess, poor human enemy team is just really going through it.
one more step.
One of the tutorial boxes that popped up a little earlier while I was yammering on about whatever talked about pushing them off the field. That'll just give you a quick injury. They don't have many people standing left, so keep on a smacking. This is probably the best move I can make right now that make him stumble. That's a good one. And then, yeah, this turn was a really good turn. Because I'm about to score, and there's almost nothing they can do. There's no one's going to be able to really escape and really give me any chase. Good job, Dr. Dad. Useless move.
He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Alright, let's just go ahead and score. Just thinking, yeah, might as well just do it. Don't want to waste your time, don't want to waste mine, so we'll end that, and that ends my turn.
Have built up quite the lead. Is it too late for the other side to counter?
Back to nipple-tasseled cheerleaders. Four dead and injured, love it. And just my one guy knocked out, taking a little nap.
So, none of the knocked out players seem to have awoken in time for the next down. That must be one.
Again, the center is going to be the best just because I have overwhelming numbers. They're not going to really have anybody back to return this kick. So, it's this game, as far as winning it, is basically over. We'll just see what other cool things we can get done.
Scoops up the ball with ease.
That's all they wanted to do. That's great. We're off to the races trying to chase this guy down.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Definitely don't want to do that move. So now I've got kind of two wings covered on both sides with four of my guys, and I still have number superiority in the middle, so this is going to be a massacre. Reason you stay is you can get a +1 on the roll for the guy to my right. Yep, that makes it a little bit easier. Now it doesn't really matter which one I do. He'll still get the bonus for the last guy. Oh, and another injury. Man.
That's why I love this game.
Absolutely just destroying them. Just keep winning. If anybody has any recommendations for similar games that they would like to see, or completely irrelevant games that you would like to see, just let me know and I can try them out. I know one of the games that I'm going to post soonish is going to be South of Midnight. I do love it. I am, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a southern boy, and I just love the ambiance of the South. And I might even do something a little special for that series. If you just saw I failed and turned it over, which is irrelevant, it doesn't really matter. I got the whole field pretty much covered, so.
The Dark Elf Cultic Game Torpor account has just sent a message out asking for the location of Griff Overwall. Apparently, they want to discuss some promotional opportunities.
Sounds rather deliciously sneaky to me, Bob. More like Dark Elf assassins are trying to lure Oberwald out of hiding. Who do you think's holding that contract, Bob?
Obviously, we're going to have advantage in probably every role for the rest of the game, just from pure numbers.
By Griff debacle.
Using Worker to entice your target into...
It's all over with the crying.
Very well. Have these Dark Elves no code?
They're turning off the lights. They're sweeping the back room.
Terrible idea.
It is time to go home.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier. Move quicker. This could be a sack. I love it when that happens. That's the way.
And I got the ball carrier and the KO, so that's good. Another guy gone. Yeah, let's just... Don't know if it matters if I fail that or not. There we go. Stunned. Just move these guys in the way. Don't want anybody chasing us down. I know we're already up by 2 and there's not really enough turns for them to catch up, but hey. As my coach also said when I was in high school, you just have to step on their throat once you have the advantage. Kick them while they're down. Sports and winning is not for the weak. Little mate down.
Paying for that team.
I feel bad now. I don't know if they're going to have enough people to even have a team before the end of this game. Let's see, they got 1, 2, 3 guys? 4 guys? Yeah, 4. Maybe 5 if I can't see that. Yeah. That's crazy. Honestly, again, I'm not sure if this is just intentional that they have a weak constitution specifically for this game that you have to injure them, but it feels nice to absolutely wreck them. Might as well. Another guy off the field.
Let's look at that play. Yes, the unmistakable sign.
Hilarious.
Player's eyes rolling up into his head. He'll be out for some time.
Hopefully there's some sort of balancing thing where all the KO'd guys are going to come back all at the same time, so it's not just me versus 2 or 3 guys. And a 3-er. You don't get many of those. Easy.
Sometimes the underdog wins the fight. Not this time.
Guess who do I want to pick up this ball?
Were they asleep then?
Let's see if we can get it.
I certainly would.
Maybe it's a wasted reroll. Yep, wasted reroll.
Get the ball. Just
That's
like
alright.
pushing out a few whacks.
It's not like I'm playing many people here. 1, 2, 3 guys on their side.
The domino effect.
He at least freed himself up, so he could at least give some chase if I can ever pick up this ball. Let's try it.
Stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots.
That's not looking.
Got him injured again. Oh.
That ref is actually doing his
Whoopsie. That's okay with the turnover, but I took him out, so they only have 2 players on the field. Now it might be a matter of pride to remove all of them. Wow, he's actually getting close to the ball. But it is the last turn. No injury there, unfortunately. Another 3. There we go.
with arms like tree trunks. There was only going
Unfortunately, no injury there either, but that's okay. Everybody's on the ground. Let's pick this ball up and see if we can go score.
And now the opposing team has paid the price.
Can't actually score, so this is going to be the end of the game. But hey, we had fun. I don't think the Paladins had much fun because they died and were injured completely and may never be able to play again. But hey, what are you going to do?
He won't leave it alone anytime soon. So many touchdowns, Jim.
There you
I
go.
lost count. I mean, I can only count to...
Probably should have scored a third touchdown just for fun,
That was
but
a lot,
hey,
right?
I injured like 90% of their team, so I'll take it.
Now that was a violent game.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I loved it when that Humie got squished.
We got the Goblin assistant coach hitting his head against the stadium wall, Bob. He does not look happy that the Reapers have one of their star players back.
Anyone would think he doesn't want his team to be successful. Very
Obviously, that's
ungentlemanly
shenanigans.
behavior.
So, that about wraps us up here. So, just check your team, make sure that you got everything squared away, maybe buy another reroll so you can have 3 of them. But other than that, this is Dr. Dad Gaming out, and I will see you in the next one.